That's fucked up.
I tell everybody that there's a show and I'm doing it, and then they come here and it's just Facts doing a solo show with Gus in the background.
Oh man, that would be bad.
Menners will be here at 9, but I thought since everyone just bitches, we would hop in here.
Yeah, I know. I was
adorable little headband on, so I wanted to show everybody it.
Yeah, I'm on 2 days of trying to grow facial hair again, so that's what I'm doing.
Dude, congrats. Well, not yet, but hopefully, congrats. You know,
yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah, it's tough. You have like light hair. What color is your like leg hair? Is it like blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never growing a beard, dude.
Well, I can grow it, but the thing is, it's like my mustache. It's like 5 different colors. It's blonde, brown, red, white. Like
yeah, it's just People would look at it and be like, ugh, you know. So don't even worry about it. You don't even have to worry about it. Why are you trying to grow a beard anyways? You're already married.
Oh, well,
is that all beards are for?
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh wow, fucked up. But no, I was just like, I'm off. I don't have to shave my face, so I was just like, all right, let's just see how long I can like deal with it before it annoys me.
Like with my hair at this point. Now I'm wearing headbands with flowers on them. So, welcome back, everybody. Menners will be here at 9. He said a 9 o'clock start. I wouldn't doubt if us just doing this will get him mad, but I hope not, because we have a lot to talk about, which we'll kind of save for that. But I do have some things I want to talk about with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like you're going on the show next week. You excited?
Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. Couple close calls.
What are you going to wear? Let's start there. What are you going to wear? No, you'll have fun. I love the fact that he was like, we could just move Facts, right? It's like, no, dude, I have a flight at I'm gonna land at 8. I can't change it. But
yeah, I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, so I would land in the airport and then just try to hopefully make an Uber there before the show started.
Yeah,
no, but I'm excited, especially now that it's with Ted.
What's your travel like? Are you landing the night before? Or you land at what's the plan?
The morning
before. Disclosing that because you don't want to get beat up.
No. The people who want to beat me up have my itinerary.
Yeah, and the address.
Yep, I'm flying in at in the morning, right around 9 on the 12th, and then I'm going to that Aaron Hernandez.
You're going to the screening. Yep. Oh, that'll be dope.
Yep.
I wish it was more towards the end. How long are you staying? You're going back that Friday then?
The 15th. I think that's Thursday, or is it Friday morning? Yeah.
I love that Facts just gets fucking turboed into like you just get you come into the world and now all of a sudden you're Mike and the Minifans host, and then all of a sudden you're going on this shit. You don't have to wait for shit, Facts. This is bullshit. I had 5 years here. I barely get recognized.
I know. And then apparently, also, you forgot to mention the third thing. I'm going to be a sperm donor, according to...
I mean, what? You're going to be a sperm donor?
That's what Mike said on the show last week.
Oh, really? Oh, I did hear that. Yeah, he was kind of excited about that, to make that joke. It's kind of weird when you, he's basically run every course of that gambit of the Alba jokes, don't say it, and then I don't know about this, to now he's just full blown in, and then I don't know what's next, but I appreciate that about Mike. So wait, you're going in with Ted? That's great. Yeah. And you're a military guy, so you'll have to carry him up on your back like the Spartans did.
Yeah, I was gonna.
The Menendez brothers got in a lot of trouble because they based a lot of shit off the Spartans. So don't do that. Maybe just carry him up with Justin.
That was my plan. I was gonna be like, "Hey, Justin, you take a break today."
Yeah. I think it's hilarious that I keep thinking you're a tall guy and you're a short guy. Maybe Justin could carry you up the stairs too.
I'll hold Ted, and then Justin will.
Justin's carrying Ted, and you're holding on to Justin's back.
Like in The Princess Bride, just like
Yeah,
Andre the Giant.
just double backpack. Did I freeze?
Mm.
Did
No,
I
you didn't.
freeze? Um, yeah, kind of kind of an exciting week. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought
Exciting week or no?
I mean, I wouldn't really, like, go as far as exciting, but it was a good week.
Yeah,
Like
maybe I'm just excited to see you on the show, buddy. I'm just like almost Christmas Day. We get to see facts. I'm gonna be chirping you all
oh,
day,
I know.
all day that day. No,
It's gonna be it's
that's
gonna be
gonna be a
super
brutal
shitty
day
if
for
I'm just,
you.
like if I were to go in there and just, like, freeze up or something,
No.
that would be shitty.
What did you think of Montante? I thought this was one of the best Montante performances. Then they had the caller today that was like, I can't stand Montante. I love
No,
Montante.
me
Yeah,
too. I love it
yeah.
every time he's on,
He's supposed to.
and
I was gonna call him if you didn't show up, but
yeah, I messaged him. I was listening to him on the Spaces today.
oh, he was on
Um,
a space. Dude,
yeah,
spaces are the new meta. That's where the people go to get their entertainment these days. Robbie V, thank God for guys like Robbie V out there providing the spaces content. But spaces are the meta right now. It's the place to be. I love like 45 minutes into each one when everybody figures out that you can make noises, and then it just slowly ends after that. But yeah,
oh, yeah.
Montante was good. I love the idea of Kirk just bringing new golf tournament into play. It's just like cycles. But
I
yeah,
know.
we're gonna
And
take
then
some
he
calls later. What's happened?
okay. I was gonna say, and then he also said the Minifans across America. He's like, "Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
happening." Alright.
it's like I'm not taking anyone's word for this. Like, here's the deal. When it was announced, I said I would do it, and he was like really excited to do it. When
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do it. He's like, I really want to get this done. Let's like start figuring things out. I've reached out to Justin and them. I just don't think they want to start planning something that I don't think they know they have to focus on for fucking 6 months. You know what I mean? But it's like the Minifans Across America thing wouldn't be for fucking ages. So it's months in advance. So it's like I'm trying to like reach
Yeah.
out to them to get this because I feel like if they're going to do something like that, it's kind of a big ordeal. You kind of have to have a little bit of planning behind something like that. But it's like, I don't know if these producers plan that far in advance. I love Justin. I love Dave. I don't know if they do anything 5 months in advance though.
Yeah, but I mean, this specific instance, they should, especially if, like
Yeah,
if what they're saying was true and the way that Barstool was also interested of,
yeah.
like, helping out.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd
yeah,
argue also, why wait for the spring when you could take advantage of the seasons?
yeah, yeah.
You
Things
know,
are gonna slow down,
take
man.
advantage of the like maybe like night like nice snow day up here, and we drive like the next day they have to drive down to Florida where it's 75 and you could go golfing. You know, I would love to take part in something where you're in different fucking climates every couple days. That would be awesome. You know,
You
like
could do
that
that.
would be cool.
But
Especially,
would
I love when it's winter here. Have you ever lived through winter? Yeah, you lived in Chicago or some bullshit, right?
Wisconsin. Yeah.
Wisconsin, Jesus. But yeah, like when you go from winter to like a place where it's warm and then you have to come back, it's the fucking worst, you know? So like that would be a mental thing for them. It's like, oh, it was just sunny and shit. Now I'm back in fucking Lynn. Like, yeah.
Ugh, I know, yeah, but you have to find, like, a, because I don't know if they go all the way down to Florida, so you'd have to find, like, a in between or something, or maybe that would be the end point if they go from Massachusetts down
Well,
to
even like, dog, you go down to like where you live, it's not that cold. It doesn't snow where you live, right?
No, it doesn't snow in Augusta.
Yeah, it's not fucking freezing there.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. I think that'd be cool. But I think we're gonna do it when it's hot here and really hot there. So whatever.
Yeah,
You
dude,
know?
oh, here in the summer sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I don't want to know.
that's why, like, the Masters are, like, April, the beginning of April, because that's, like, the one time it's, like,
Yeah,
perfect here in Augusta, and they just, like, kick all the homeless people out of the streets, and then they're
yeah,
just, like, they, like, delete anyone who wears sweatpants in public, and then for
Yeah.
like 1 week, it's just a bunch of rich people down here hanging out.
I feel like
And
Augusta is the kind of place that sends their like poor people to like Squid Game.
that's probably
Straight,
where they end
yeah.
up.
Yeah, they send them straight over to Korea to be those guys with the masks.
Yeah, and then more just cycle through
Yeah,
after.
they're like, yeah, we take like America's poor people and we make them the guys with the guns, and then we take our poor people and we just kill them out in those fields with little games. So first couple weeks of Menners being a booking agent. Now you've been booked by him. Now I don't want any bias here, but how do you think he's doing? He had Tim Riggles this week, Michael Montante,
Mama
and
K.
Mama K. How'd
I
you think?
thought I thought it was pretty good because, obviously Montante's a staple and he's always gonna get booked by whether it's Menners or Dave and Justin.
Yeah,
And then Tim Riddles coming back was nice to see. And then finally, yeah, Mama K was like it wasn't like amazing. It was just different and it was weird, but it still like ended up working out. So
yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Mama K got AI bodied today, just like I did on my game. She went and asked AI to make a game for her. I did the same thing. It was called King of the Decades, right?
Yeah.
AI cannot get trivia questions right to say, which is crazy. It's a fucking language learning model and it cannot get fucking trivia questions right. Like the depth of a trivia, like it could get your basic shit right. It can't go to level 2 on trivia questions. And Mama K saw all of that today because you could just tell when Kirk answered his first answer and that answer wasn't there and Kirk was certain about it. That same thing has happened to me before. I know that feeling. You're just like, uh-oh. Like I can't admit that this is a broken game already. I just asked the first question.
Yeah.
But,
I tuned out
yeah.
during that part. Oh yeah, well Don says it wasn't today, but yeah, Thursday.
Whatever day it was.
Patrick makes a good point.
For some people. Kirk dropped his that is a big point. I'm sure Menners will bring up, but Kirk did
Base belly and hung dog.
yeah, he dropped his base salary well above what Mutt was saying.
Notice how this guy is just like in facts is talking about the weather, even though you brought it up. I'm like,
yeah, don't worry about it.
What did I do?
So Kirk drops his big old dick of a salary this week. Then he gets sweatpants, and you just see a hanger there. What a week for yo.
Kirk's
You
flying high.
know what cracks me up about guys is when that kind of shit happens, and Kirk was like, "Did you see it? I know it's crazy." Like he was hyped about it. Like, my dick looks huge. Nothing gets the boys going. So why did you come here if you weren't able to do the show today? Is it because you found no one to do the show? And when you said I don't want to chase people down, did you ask anyone?
Yeah, I did. I asked a couple people, and then I got 2 no's, and then 1 just no response. And then I was like, you know what? I'm like, I feel like before when like the hosts were, better, when it was like BA and when it was like Blind Mike, they had people who were coming in on the shows, and I'm like, eventually we want to get to that point rather.
Someone go back and count BA's vacation days for me real quick. Listen, I know you and BA just made up recently, but I was waiting for people to attack because like my biggest thing with the meeting or the Mike and the Minifans host is like they get unlimited vacation days because BA used to just be like, I don't know if I'm going to be there this week. And then the next week, and then he was like, I'm going to take a 6-week vacation. And it's like, but facts, you have the run in the mill. Don't worry about it. But I would say you should be fired as fuck, dude. Fired as fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fired as fuck. You should.
Yeah, I mean,
I would
ideally,
fire the fuck out of you in normal life, but I love you, so I can't.
Oh, I would if this was normal life, I would have quit. I would have been like, why am I doing the CEO's job and the talent management
that's
job?
Not even like, and everyone's like, John, get your shit together. It's like, dog, I thought like I had like
I thought we had a team.
We had like 6 people doing this at one point. I didn't know I had to fucking jump in like this. I'm doing fucking half-hour shows to dance for the crowd like a fucking monkey with a hat on. But it is what it is. We have to do it.
Well, I know, but it was 3 weeks ago, and it was just like randomly. You just texted me one day, and we're like, "All right, so who do we got?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess we're doing this now." And then for the past 3 weeks,
I think PRC had it was PRC and Joe, and they were doing fine. And then 1 week went bad, and then the PRC incident happened with Freddie Lynn, and then PRC kind of disappeared, and then he came back. And I think he just does Kane now. I asked Kane to come on too, but he is looking through people's windows from their backyards.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm excited for the end of that Aaron Hernandez show, whatever. Like, it's crazy to make that many episodes of such a dim-witted show like that. You know what I mean? But like Game of Thrones can't get 10 episodes, but fucking the Aaron Hernandez show gets 10. Like, come on, dude. The fuck?
I know. It's crazy that they honestly thought that that's how many episodes it would take to tell the
Did you
story.
keep up with it? I watched
No.
the first couple episodes until like when he was at Florida. But apparently, yeah, Kirk says the Bill Belichick. I don't think anyone was a good actor in that from what I saw. I saw the first couple episodes. There wasn't one good actor or actress in it at all. At all. And then hearing them talk shit about the Menendez Brothers series, I was like, that one was fucking fire. I thought that was a real good series.
Yeah, a lot of people like that series.
Yeah.
That one was definitely
like
more popular.
Jail and shit. Aaron Hernandez is dead as fuck, sucking dick.
Yeah, I mean that, and it's just like, for me, it was like those first few episodes. It was just like, this is just a bunch of theater kids pretending to be athletes, and that for me is just always like, ugh.
Okay.
It was like when like Zachary Levi was Kurt Warner in the Kurt Warner Christian movie or whatever, and you saw him throw a football, and you were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, good call. He had to he couldn't throw the football the right way too either. That's like Kenny Powers, how he can't throw a baseball really good.
And running routes.
Something before that. What were we just talking about? God damn it.
Aaron
Hernandez. Yeah, the first 2 episodes of that I watched and I was just completely out. It sucks if you're Kirk and like you're in a TV show, like a character is playing you, and then they put you as the last episode of the worst show in the world. It's like, I'm not gonna watch this, dude. But apparently he's into it now, so that's.
I know they were saying the last episodes were starting to get good, which I definitely could have guessed, because that's when everything started revving up a little bit. So that makes sense as to why the last few episodes have been good. But no one really cared about the beginning part. I don't care how Aaron Hernandez grew up. I don't give a fuck what.
I like that his mom was just a big hoe. I didn't know that. Yeah. His dad was just like a scrappy, like, oh, he could have made it if he wasn't out there selling fucking 40 bags. Like, we know that story. But anyways, happy he's dead. What else is going on? Election stuff. I honestly just don't even want to talk about that stuff. I feel like Montante took care of all of that. I'm happy he's happy. That makes me happy. But I'm happy election stuff is over. How about you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there you go. I'm very happy that's going. But there you go.
You're gonna play Beanbag Ron in a game?
On Wednesday, yep.
Really?
On Wednesday, apparently.
You should get Quinlan there, film it.
I'm gonna have to.
I know that's all Ron wants.
I'm assuming we're gonna play probably right after the show then.
The show. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it cold up there yet?
It's starting to turn, but like this is perfect like outdoor sport. This is when your parents are like, get the fuck out of the house.
Okay, so I was making sure it worked the same way, kind of like the Midwest did, where
it's probably still hot down there, right?
Yeah, it was like 70s today. I mean, Augusta's such a weird place, though, because
this is for Patrick Hawley now the third time we talked about weather, so suck my cock. Tell me to start at, what if I started at 8? There's for those people. So we just killed 2 birds with one stone. One bad fucking conversation.
Yeah, I know. Ugh.
It's okay. Who did we ask to be on this episode? So let's go through it. We had Tim Riggles, who at 3:30 said he'll be there. At 4:45, he said, oh, wait, a new casino opened and I'm going to dinner. And it's like, in the matter of that time, a new casino opened and your plans changed. That's crazy. Tim's my guy. Montante, who said he would be here, not here. Didn't hear from him. Who would you reach out to? Did you reach out to Ted? You should have done that. Bad instincts, facts. Bad instincts.
Oh, well. I reached out to Cinema because he and I were talking earlier today. Fortunately, he couldn't make it. And then Danny. and
Okay.
then
Who's
because
running it? Who's
Danny
about
and I
to
were
do the veteran show, right?
yep, that's what we were talking about today.
Right.
Because I'll be
Yeah.
on that as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're running that with him this year, or is he just running and you're kind of sitting back?
Yeah, I'm just joining him because I haven't seen I've seen the clips from it because the famous one with Subs, but
Yeah. Yeah. Getting beat up by
um
shout out Soups though.
yeah, but I haven't seen like the whole thing and how it goes, so I kind of want to be a part of the experience first, and then hopefully in the
Yeah.
future too we can do like even more.
Sounds real like don't go in there and get, you're just I'm walking in, just push back.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Okay. I got you.
Inching in.
Yeah,
Oh,
just real
where
slow,
we
slow,
at?
slow, slow. um all right, now we could get to the dirty details of what you will. No, what are you gonna? You're not gonna bring a game, are you? Don't bring a game.
No,
And
I
if
really
people
don't
are
like.
asking why we're talking about ourselves, it's because we're saving it for Menners, because he'll talk about the show stuff. So I want to know if Fax is wearing one. No,
I
are
mean,
you gonna bring a game? Don't
no,
bring.
I hate the games. I'm not gonna
Okay, good.
lie.
I hate games so much.
I hate them, and I like if I'm on the show and they're like, "Did you bring a game?" I'm gonna be like, "No,
Yo, you should make them turn the music on and then be like, I'm just kidding. I didn't bring a
I'm
game.
just
That
fucking
was a
with you.
game
I
y'all
don't
got
gotta,
played.
I gotta fucking."
And then ask them if they have one of those. I know they do. They definitely do. Oh,
No,
know what I'm forgetting is this fucking board. I have voice changer in here. So if you ever need a guest, I could change my voice and come in.
oh yeah, that
Yeah.
would be good. You could
Since your
just like,
roster is trash, it's fucking cinema. You had cinema to come.
I love cinema.
I understand. I love cinema too. Who else?
Oh, Danny,
Great guy.
and then Montante, and then that's when I got pissed. It was like when I
Okay.
texted you, I got the nose, and I was
Low
like,
bar.
"Fuck this, then, man."
That's a low bar. We might have to find a booking agent for this show. And
Yeah,
I don't think it's your responsibility. Granted, BA did help out a little bit when it came to booking, but like it wasn't his job to book the people. I don't think.
well, also like BA,
Actually, it might have been.
you, and anyone else
We
has
know
like
more
known
people.
everybody else for a lot
Mhm.
longer.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just
That's what I mean.
starting.
I could send out like 15 texts before the show starts, and maybe like 2 or 3 people might show up. Like, I don't know if you have 15 people you could throw text to right then.
Yeah.
But maybe that's your job. Maybe you should be. Know what I love when people are like, I wish they would bring like newer people, the people that aren't on Twitter and stuff. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to find those people? Like, as if we're out here just like finding out like your data and finding out how to get in touch with you to get you on this week's meeting Mike and the Minifans.
Oh,
Like, oh god, dude, like, can you freshen it up, dude? How many times is fucking cinema gonna be on? And it's like, dude, I don't know. Cinema's there. he's he's here for us to have on the show. I don't know. I'll get fucking anyone on. It's like DM me.
yeah,
But like
Ron, you're not chopped liver. It's just that every time I message you and you say no,
Ron
I'll
was on
give it
last
like
week.
2 weeks, and then since you said no the second time, I'm giving it a month. So I'll probably message you in about a week.
Oh man, facts. I would argue that maybe at the times right now, maybe we don't use that technique. Maybe
Well,
we
no,
go the
with
opposite. Maybe he says no. We're like, maybe we'll do it tomorrow then.
well, that's what I was doing. I
You
was
know?
messaging him a lot more, and then he's like, "Ah, I'm doing this," and then he was gone for a
Yeah,
little bit, and then he was back last week.
yeah,
You're not chopped liver, Ron. I love you, and I'm gonna
yeah.
beat you on Tuesday.
Every day's different with this beanbag Ron guy, Mr. Beanbag Ron. I'm excited to see you guys play basketball against each other. Are you good at basketball? Beanbag Ron's good at basketball. Well, he's not really good, but he's better than most Minifans. He can't
Yeah,
dribble with his left hand. He's good, but
yeah.
he has like small tendencies that are dangerous to his game, like leading
Mhm.
his feet, making passes. Can't dribble with your left hand. That's tough. Uh, and I feel like once everybody said he was a scorer on the team, he thought he had to shoot.
Yep.
Never think you have to shoot. Just shoot if
Nope.
you got a shot and drive. Like he was, I feel like he was better at driving the ball.
Oh yeah, he's definitely way better at driving the ball.
Yeah. So there's our wrap up of the basketball league that took place this summer. So Manners could get here at any fucking point.
Yeah, I know, right?
They
Okay,
said in the
type
link,
1, if you weren't asked to be on this week. I'm not going around and asking everybody
I can
because
name all the people I asked.
I keep forgetting that it's my job now. That's really what it is. I'll, like, go through the week, and then I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I guess
Well, it's
no one's
okay.
gonna
Don't
help."
worry. If anything goes wrong, it's me who takes the blame. So you don't have to worry about that. You know,
That's fair.
I'm fully willing and ready to understand that. I think I like it. Know what I liked? Ted Sarandis was really in a pickle because it was like he doesn't like facts, but I'm saying there's no Mike in the Minifans, which he doesn't like. But he's like, no Mike in the Minifans because there's no facts, but John might do it alone and there's no facts. So there's good. I can't imagine what his ranking system is going to be this week. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess.
I didn't even know he was gonna have one this week. It's taking so long.
I think he seriously gave up doing the ranking system after. Yeah, that's how mad I think he is at all of us. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the man from down under.
It's Late Night with Mad Menners. I'm your host. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Menners till midnight. I will be taking your calls. I am also still alive. I haven't been fucked to death by koalas. So stick it up your ass, Steve. It's really good to see someone while we're all on lockdown. That's it. It's always sort of been there, the women's game, but it's been ignored. So fucking scared. I mean, look at Steve Robinson. Since he talked about his parents in the first episode, he basically lied since then because he's too afraid. He doesn't have the guts that Kirk has. Boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Manners Live. It has been a little while, but it is great to be with you. As you know, the king of list makers, as some would say, the person that has saved KMS recently. Kirk ended the show on Friday by saying how the show's kind of cooking at the moment. Did I have a massive role to play in that? Yes. Did I do it from the other side of the world? Yes. So, yeah, it's been a great week for the Minifans. Been a great week for Manners. Been a great week for KMS. And not a good week for John. Not a good week for Mike and the Minifans. I think we can safely say Mike and the Minifans should be terminated. It's an embarrassment. You know, I just heard fucking Fax and John just completely talking a load of crap, pointing the finger, making excuses. I mean, Jesus Christ, you know, when I was in charge of the Menners, when I was in charge of Mike and the Minifans, you know, it was cooking. Joe was doing a great job. John is.
But now you're not in charge. You little
Bang.
twat. You little twat. Shut up. Don't get mad at me because I get more excited about this show than I do about Mike and the Minifans. I would have when it was at its best, and I still will now.
Why don't you just give up? I mean,
no,
you know, no panelists this week, no host. Just embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
Here's the deal: if we get to the point where I see like panelists are becoming less and less, I get to, especially like a league like this, because you told me you're going to do Menners Live, so I don't have to worry about Mike and the Minifans, which Mike doesn't even care about anymore. I care more about.
Great. Yep. Yeah. Fine. So I was right at the beginning. I said you'd fuck it up, and you have. So
sure, sure.
Absolutely.
Here we are.
Well,
here we are. You froze. You got to restart that sentence. You froze. Still frozen.
Let's get into it. I'm still frozen.
Nope, you're good.
I'm still Oh, that's good. Can you just be here the whole time to let me know when I'm frozen? Mm-hmm. Can you also send the link to Ned Snark and see if we can get that old grumpy bastard to join us in the next hour?
Handsome, grumpy old bastard.
Please, because apparently he hates me now. So I speak to Montante. God, when would it have been? Probably Thursday night your time, maybe Wednesday night your time, after his show. And he says to me, Ned Snark absolutely hates me, which I knew. And then he says, Tim in Canton hates me. So I'm like, what the fuck have I done to Tim in Canton? So I ring Tim in Canton because we're good mates and have his phone number. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hate you at all. In fact, he said to me, I don't watch anything in the networks apart from Manners Live. So I'm like, okay, it's given false information. So I had the week off last week, was busy. There's so many things to get to, but just want to say I'm really glad the main show's humming along. I think the Friday call segment was very good. I think the Friday call show, I think my bookings have been A plus, and the KMS top 50 list was a huge, huge success. So let's start with the KMS top 50 list. I haven't really had a chance on any sort of notable platforms to talk about it. But, I was really proud of the way it came together. I think it is a very good list. People do not understand that if you poll 50 Minifans, you'll get 50 different lists. So it's hard to have a sort of a list that everybody agrees on. But I actually think, if the big complaint is Cinema Lords is not on, then we've done well, because I like Cinema, but he's a B minus. Like he's someone that I think is in that sort of 50 to 70 category, and he's made very little impact. Now, I was also annoyed about this anti-Tim Ridgeld's agenda. The fact is, Tim has been a very prominent Minifan for a long, long time. And, Kirk just doesn't remember what happened to him last week, let alone what happened to him 5 years ago. But, you just look at what
And you froze. Now you're back. You're back.
So Tim, I know. So Tim, beginning, not just been at events, because that's lazy. He's been on the show. All in the Minna Family was a big event, a big show, which made a lot of impact on the main show at the time. He did the car challenge with McFuss Stadium. I mean, Tim has been around. He's been impactful. He's been talked about a lot. And okay, the last year he's been a bit quiet, but we're taking the totality of the 5 years, and so I think that's where maybe people have missed the what the list is about. So the idea of the list is we take the totality of the 5 years and impact on the show, and you measure the impact over the 5 years. And so obviously, if we do a list every year, it will change the list, because certain people's grading over the 5 years or 6 years will average out. So that's why there can be changes, but you cannot forget the whole contribution of the last 5 years. So I'm really happy with it. Freddie Lynn has said, a couple of people said I came in and changed things at the end. I didn't there was no autocratic mandates. If you listen to the video I posted after our initial discussion, Freddie at the end of that said, I'm on board with all the changes you've made. Like, none of my changes were, this has to be done. We had the averages. Everybody averaged out, and then they'd rank them. And when that list of 50 came out, I said, look, I think there's a couple of things where it doesn't look right. And I think that was just moving a couple of people around. Wasn't much interfering. And then with the Steve Robinson debate, so he landed at 3 when we put all the lists together and averaged them out. Freddie wanted me to move him above the average to 2. And Freddie's like, oh, because I don't like Steve, I wouldn't do it. That's not true. He, as Mama Kay said on the main show, she didn't have him at 2 either. Can't remember where Ned had him. So I was just against moving him above the average. I thought, he landed at 3, and that was about right. In fact, I would have had Steve at 4 if I was doing the list on my own. I would have had Kirk, Mike, Justin, Steve, Dave. So that would have been my 1 to 5. So I was not autocratic at all. Steve landed at 3. I just said, no, I don't want to move him above his average to 2. I thought that was unfair. And it would have meant, Mama Kay or Ned Snark's feelings weren't taken into account. So I think I did a great job with the list. I think it's been, overall, I think this is easily the best list in KMS history. I mean, obviously last year's was a clusterfuck, but this one I think encapsulates what's the KMS show is about. Sure, people can think, oh, someone should be a bit higher, someone should be a bit lower, but I think in the end, most people have landed where they are. Am I too low? Yes. But, I can accept that. I think Mama Kay and Ned had me very high. And then Freddie had me very low, so that meant I landed where I was. But I think overall the list is very, very good. And I'm really proud of the panelists. Ned was the weakest member of the panel, but he still made a good contribution. And it was said on the show by Justin, we just need some sort of random old guy to give their list. And Ned was that person. Ned is your random old guy. He's listened to the show the whole time, but he might not be as into the sort of periphery content as some of the other Minifans. So he was the random old guy. And, I don't want to be ageist and say his opinions don't matter. So, yeah, I think it was a very successful list, a very successful release of the list. I think dropping it on Saturday night unannounced was fantastic because it got people talking.
You had one person who liked what you did, and it was me.
I actually had a few other people that liked what I did.
Oh, okay. Who sneaks? Who? Like I understand where they're coming from, that they were pissed at you that you did that. Because when it happened, I felt that way. And then I was like, wait, hold on, take a step back. And then I remember Menners is a genius. Duh. This is obviously the best thing to do. I'm usually wrong about things. I could give you pretty recent examples about that. But I think dropping it like that is just going to cause the confusion that we saw on the show. Like Kirk saying, well, is it this year or all year? Like, I hate it. That's when I hate list talk, because it's like, well, is show moments in it or isn't it? It's like, how about this? How about we figure out a fucking set of rules and we all agree on it? Also, the fact that committees don't work in the Minifan world, and we should be doing this democratically, and everyone gives their 50 votes, and we put it into an algorithm and have AI figure it out.
It would be interesting to have a voting system. We could just put out 70 people and see who gets the most votes.
I mean, intel.
But yeah, I was really happy with the drop. Media, I'm a sort of media pro, and therefore, obviously, I wanted to send the cat among the pigeons, get the committee members upset, get everybody talking. And so I think the list has been a huge success, and I'm very proud of it.
Okay, now, hold on. I'll give you this, and then we can go on to measure your success there, big guy. Is it going to be a t-shirt?
Good point. I am going to reach out to obviously we've got two, producers that do very little work at the moment. So neither of them has reached out about a t-shirt, but I absolutely think we should get a t-shirt made of this, and I imagine it will sell out. I'll buy one for sure. Absolutely. You must be pretty happy. I mean, you ended up at 26.
Well,
John.
if you look at this list, I actually ended up the highest. Look, I'm all the way up the top. So I win. I'm actually higher than Kirk. No, I'm happy about it. I'm happy that obviously being sneaks in anything makes me feel better about myself. CMBA on that list obviously makes me happy because he won't be
on it next year. He won't be. If he keeps up this,
thrown around by everybody as if he doesn't keep the fucking heartbeat going. Guess what? Tim from Canton is a historian of this show. But if you want to know about the Minifan world, or the history of the Minifan world, you ask BA. That's why BA should be on that list, because that's important.
Well, in the end, it's about the totality of the 5 years. And for 4 of the 5 years, it's actually 4.5 years, BA has been a very prominent member, culminating in a very successful run as host of Mike and the Minifans. So
my number 2 has been Justin. There, I said it.
Yeah, I had, 2, 3 to me were Mike and Justin. Yeah. However, that flowed out. And then Steve and Dave. And I think Tim in Canton, I think it's underrated, the impact he's had on the main show over the years. His calls, all the material when he comes in.
He has those guys in the group chats, like all those callers always out there doing shit too.
Yeah. So, I'm really happy with it.
I don't like that. Like, okay, so there's another example from the show. It's like, all they care about is that Twitter world and the Miniverse. It's like, okay, if that's not allowed, we have to set that ground. Like, is it not networks? It's like no rules ever get set.
But Tim's work around the show has a big impact on the show. Like, they would call in like with bits, he was part of the, like, anyway, I don't really want to get into the weeds.
It's not now. It's the Hall of
It's a
Fame that
very,
Tim
very
Clanton is
successful
named
listen.
after, right? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was the top 50. I was like, I thought Tim from Canton can't be in the top 50 because it's named after him. But then I got that we always do the list and the Minifan of the Year at the same time. It's tough. I don't know why we do that.
And I'm a great leader. Like I gave Mama Kay, Freddie, and Ned complete control. I just wanted to come in and supervise at the end. We had a very, very civil discussion. Ned completely dropped the ball by forgetting about it. Literally the most important meeting of the whole exercise, Ned forgot about. Freddie and I both have Ned's phone number. So we both called him because we were all sitting there like idiots. And all it would have taken was Ned for 2 seconds to stop what he was doing and say, hey guys, something's come up. I won't be able to make it. Can we reschedule? But he didn't care about Mama Kay's time or Freddie's time or my time. He's too busy doing his own thing. So, but in the end, I just want to thank all the Minifans for their support of the list. Congratulations to the people that made it. Thoughts and prayers with the people that just missed out. Cinema, don't take it personally. Just try and have Try and be a bit more interesting.
That was robbery. They should all. Cinema needs to be on that list. Fuck Shirley Luong. Who the fuck cares about Shirley?
I think maybe next year Cinema will be on the list if you give him another year of going in. And interestingly, before this list was finalized, I messaged Cinema, which he will verify, and I said to him, I think you're a once a month guy in KMS. We need you in there once a month. I think that's the perfect amount for you. And he said, I'm on board with that. That's what I think too. So it's not me trying to sort of degrade his contributions, but impact-wise, I think on this list, people have had a far greater impact over the 5 years. And I think Freddie makes a very good point. Basketball was, 3 months out of 5 years. So you do the math.
Always fucking sticks its nose in these lists. That's the other thing.
And then, there's other things like, okay, they said everybody else from basketball was on the list, but okay, Justin and Coleman and Gus are on those.
You're breaking up.
Dripple, just the same for the Drip Lord and Johnny Warren. They're on the list for, their all-round contribution, not just basketball. So anyway, okay, let's move on from the list. John, what I'd like you to it's just if there's any comments that we need to react to, please let me know. By the way, I hate Don Najula. He's just the biggest fucking loser. Just an absolute nobody. Just an absolute nobody.
Just about again.
Just a complete piece of shit.
Listen, if I hear you talk shit on that handsome devil again, I'll fly down to Australia and step on you. That tall.
And as usual, Ned's not here. As usual. All right. So let me get into some hot takes now. So a few things. Firstly, I really enjoyed the call show today. One of the callers suggested that they should hold qualifiers and then a final golf tournament. I think this is a genius idea. I think this is a way of making the golf interesting to everybody. If you have like a whole pool of Minifans competing against each other to then play in a final tournament with, what did they say?
Absolutely
16 people.
Insane. We could go, it's like a season of TV. We could go from talking about a golf tournament to the day it was supposed to happen. And then only a couple of weeks later, we're like, it'd be cool if Minifans golf together. And then it's just gonna fucking, it's crazy. It's like Kirk every so often decides, he's like, it'd be fun a day if we all went golf. And it's like, yeah, dude, it would be.
We've only been talking about it for 5 years. But I think the key to it, to add some competitive juice to it, I think the qualifiers would be a really good idea. Like you can imagine how much content we get. Like you can imagine Montante trying to qualify for this tournament, and he has a bad hole and he's like throwing clubs in the lake, Kirk Minahan style. So I think you can make the whole thing like So
if
it'd
you had
start next
someone
spring because you
paying
couldn't plan.
attention to that too, the content you can make would be great.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, like just have them do it with their phones and then send it to a producer and make funny clip. Like, oh, it'd be so good.
So I would say you'd be looking at 2 or 3 qualifying tournaments to make it happen. But yeah, I guess it'd have to be regional. You'd have to
like one down by me because there's a bunch of people from this area. I would say Pennsylvania down. So we get and then there's 2 tournaments up by them.
Absolutely. I'm just going to actually.
I hate golf. I've golfed my whole life. It's too long, and it is a sport that's made for people to have mental health problems. You can never go through a game of golf and be like, you know what, I'm fucking made it. You're like, I want to kill myself. Nothing else.
Yeah. Saw this video, Ted Sellers. I think Ted would be the perfect sidekick for Jersey Jerry.
Oh,
put those 2 together, you have winning content because you've got Ted, who is physically handicapped.
Yeah, you froze. No, you're good now. Oh, I never heard that noise. You're still not good. You're fucked up still. You look really serious. Now you're all glitchy. Can't wait to watch the 3rd day of a qualifying of a golf tournament.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be fantastic.
Here's the deal. So, how you do the content would matter. You just can't film them golfing. That would suck.
Yeah, so I would say, I'm saying Ted and Jersey Jerry would be a great combo together.
Okay.
Yep. What else? I mean, I think I've done a great job with the bookings. So I thought this week was a stellar week of content, or the bookings. I mean, if it wasn't for me on Wednesday after the election, we would have had some fucking nobody in there, like Joe the pizza guy again, or some idiot that Cullinane had just looked in his inbox and got in. So I think this week was really good. We obviously had Tim, who was fine, then Montante, who was excellent. And see, Tim is a good 3rd chair because he just hangs. He just
what
goes
is your
in there.
thoughts on all this Tim Riggles hate that's been had? Like, that's more of an attack on the casual 3rd chair person. I don't like that. Like, it's not like a character of the show. It's like you have to have guys like that, or you're going to end up looking like Mike and the Minifans, where you don't have a good rotation of people.
Yeah, no, I liked him. He's a good once every few months. He's a huge fan of the show, been around for a while. He's quite funny. What?
Your picture is great. You look like me.
I just figure it'll be more stable for a little while without the camera. I'll turn my camera on in 10 minutes, just give it a bit of a break. And actually, it's probably a break for all the, the people.
The people watching, we get nice pictures of you with the wig, a little makeup on. People are like, you know what? This is a little easier to watch. A little easier. What other hot takes do you have? I didn't know you had a section called hot takes. I have a hot take. Dave Portnoy not letting Jersey Jerry go on Mr. B's show is probably one of the most un-Barstool things ever done at Barstool.
Yeah, very, very weirdly hypocritical from
very hypocritical. It's because Mr. Beast big dicked him, I think. Like, you could tell Portnoy just got alphaed.
But it just seems like this would be a way of making Jersey Jerry into a star, which would be very good for Barstool. And let's be honest, no one's going to hire Jerry. What can he do for anybody else? Yeah. Like he's a short, fat guy that does content, does content like setting himself on fire the whole time. Like,
that's where I see like the misconnect here is like, or disconnect here is like Jerry can't misconnect. Jerry can't like go and be a solo star, go work for Mr. Like, what value does he give Mr. Beast? It's like, no, Barstool, you raised this talent that's so good that Mr. Beast wants to take part in Barstool's talent, not the other. Like, he's not trying, like, and that's where it seems like Portnoy was thinking he was getting poached and all this other shit. And it was like, now he owes Jerry bit. You know what I mean? Like, if I was Jerry, I'd be like, I'm in the fucking gold now, kid. Like, you just kept me off Mr. Beast show. Like, what the fuck? It's like, it's not like you're getting crazy paid to be on Mr. Beast show, but you're getting that fucking huge audience though.
As I said, though, I think Jerry and Ted would be a great pairing. Although I don't want Ted to, leave the KMS world, but I think,
Well, it's okay to leave. Look at Clemmer.
yeah, absolutely. And it's not easy for Ted. Maybe he can't move to Chicago, but I think we saw a glimpse into the future there. Just back to the bookings next week. As I said, exceptional job with the bookings next week. Really happy. On Monday, we've got Mick and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
People have said that, I don't even want to get into what happened with Mick. Let's just say I'm doing a great job behind the scenes in motivating people to come on the show.
I'm happy you brought it up.
People saying that they, guilted me into moving Mick is just not true. Then on Tuesday, we have Mike and Mutt. Well, I guess I didn't technically book either of those. And truth be told, probably would be happy for Mutt not to be in there. And then Wednesday, Tim Fax and Ted Sellers, the aforementioned Ted Sellers.
Mm-hmm.
So can I just make an impassioned plea?
Fax is behind the scenes if you want to talk to him.
No, thank you, please.
Okay,
please.
got it. I assumed that.
Yeah, just
sorry,
for everybody's sake. I would just like to say Timothy Fax is flying up from, the south of the US to Massachusetts to go on KMS. He's been in the firing line as the host of Mike and the Minifans. He's the embodiment of John's average job as producing that show. He's just hung out to dry every week, but he keeps turning up. He keeps taking the punches. So can I ask Massachusetts? Turn my camera on for this. Can I ask Massachusetts?
Where are you?
Welcome Timothy Fax into your hearts. Be the sort of people that will give this man a beautiful experience. Because, I just would hate to say,
man, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Montante. Sorry, bud.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Montante.
Menners is so delayed. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's like a little glitchy today when that
I'm turning off the camera.
It's just funny because that little picture of him in a wig is just so cute.
It's not only is it cute, but if you're gonna be like autistic about it, it's better than actual Menners. Keep it that way.
You'd love it. It's a Trump week. So.
No, I got it. Yeah, your little comment after Trump won, just as a little humble reminder of why you're kind of still the worst. Then you gotta just as you fall in love with Menners. Remember, he is a fucking brain dead liberal, so you have to.
It's not true. It was a comment, a societal comment. I was, there was some sarcasm to it.
No, there's no. You were slightly triggered. The dumb people.
I wasn't triggered.
What was it? Walk me through the tweet, dummy.
The win for the dummies, because that's what the Democrats call all the voters of Trump. Dummies.
No, they call them Nazis. Get it? You're not even right.
Fascists.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to tweet out a win for the Nazis. Anyways, Mr. Sensitive, what's Montante doing here? What's Montante doing?
Whoa!
He asked if he could be on the show, so he's great with calls. So I made that call there, Skipper.
Yeah. All right. So Montante, you must have been happy with your position of 9 on the list.
I could care less about the list. It's nice.
Yeah, I forgot you're a big hater of lists and tournaments and brackets. Yeah,
it's a time filler. It's like in sports radio when there's nothing going on. Even in part of my take, it's like, all right, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's funny, but it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah. It was better to be on last year's. I'm telling you, I don't think this year's list gets a T-shirt. Last year's list was legendary because it had like Polar on there like 14 times. Like it was funny.
That's
like
a better list.
This list was a better list, but last year's list was funnier.
You know what's funny? I
would just say I would.
And I was like, you guys are doing it all wrong. The way to do the list is you get 3 people, you make the criteria perfect, and then everyone just goes on, makes their independent list, and you do the averages. And he was like, yeah, that's what we did. I was like, oh, all right, good formula. All right.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Everyone should hand in their list and like let every Minifan have a top 50 list. See if fucking Minifans out there could even figure out.
But people who say Mutt should be like ahead of Montante, like you think
he should be.
No. Mutt has been into the show for the last year or so. Before that, he hated the show. He never listened. There was a few years there where he was zero impact on the show, whereas Montante has had an impact for a long, long time, unfortunately.
Yeah, but his recency bias is valid. Like he's in there way more. He's one of the top
He's
third
11.
chairs.
No one longer than you, though, Menners. They talked about you since day one on that show. The first fucking show they talked about you. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. You're
Thank
top
you, John.
10. Them even debating
John.
that
Yeah.
is fucking suspect. It made me think.
Top five even.
No, it's Kirk. No, you, Kirk, Justin. There's my top 3.
Damn, I like
All right,
it.
continue.
People can't see my smile. They think I'm serious.
No, we can see it.
I was going to bring this up, Michael. I thought Mama Kay
That threw me.
was a very good
appearance. No, you're gonna have to start the whole thing over, Menners.
I was gonna say, John, was that just me who was fucked up?
No,
Okay.
yeah, it was us too. All right, go ahead.
It somehow got worse.
What's going on? Anyway.
What do you mean anyway? We didn't hear anything you said. You can't say anyway when no one knows what the fuck you said.
If anyone's camera or mic was this bad or something, can you imagine the way this motherfucker would be fucking ran?
You are terrible with the calls. You know, both things can be
I know. Last week
it's
completely
understandable. I mean,
it's the Russians.
Saturday. All right, so I will start this point again.
Turn your camera
I thought No. I thought Mum McKay's appearance was very good if you measure it up against other first-time appearances. Even Montante's first-time appearance was a bit fucking all over the place. Like the first time you go in there, you've just got to give someone a bit of slack. And I think she did very well. Obviously, the game was bad, but apart from that,
I would say I for the previous day I said that she would absolutely crush it. I don't think she met my expectation.
Yeah, I would agree.
But from what you are saying, compared to the average third chair going in there the first time, she crushed it. Yeah. I thought Mama Kay would take the world by storm. She was just okay.
The only job you have going in there the first time is to make sure it's like people could look at it and be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind if they come back in for another episode.
And I think that's the way people
I think she achieved that.
Menners texted me or WhatsApped me earlier, said her tits looked great, and I agree.
Oh, really?
Well,
I'm happy to keep it out.
I actually did not text Montante that, but I actually did think she looked very good. Like, she's a very good-looking 50-year-old. So you can imagine 20 years ago.
You never say a woman's age, but
Mike, I'll give you.
She said it on the show to Kirk. She said we're the same age now. So, like I know Montante and I would now, but imagine 20 years ago how you would.
Sound the dealer is so mad.
A horny 12-year-old me, yeah, I'd be all about it.
Oh, dude, any age,
yeah,
all the ages. Yeah, exactly. We have a lifetime.
So I'm going to obviously. So I'm not sure how long I'll be doing the third chair bookings. I think when I was given the job, it was until Thanksgiving. So I've booked. I mean, I basically booked. I was going to ask you, Montante, are you in Mass the week of Thanksgiving? I thought you'd be good to get back in there in a couple of weeks.
I'll be doing my Midwest tour next week. That's gonna be enough driving for like 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll be back in Mass the first week of December. You'll be gone.
Yeah, so I think on the week of the 25th, probably John and Warren will go in there, and then there's I've only got one slot left, and I think then
get BioDude in there. What is wrong with you?
BioDude, dude.
Montante, I messaged him and he wouldn't message me back. I said, I want to get, let's get you in there.
That's where you reach out to your experts for help. I'll get BioDude has to be in there. It's honestly a disservice that he has not been in there.
We'll send a letter. I feel like he's a letter guy.
BioDude will crush.
Dude, he'll go in there. He'll have like his fucking pool playing like armbands and stuff on and shit.
Well, I know he will.
Like Ken Griffey Jr. before he goes to bat and shit. That'd be so good, dude. Like I want more of that kind of shit, but it's like that can lead to chaos and like Kirk hating all of this.
No, he would.
I don't think that about BioDude, but like those kind of guys.
So he's just a
very polarizing.
BioDude's just a sort of guy it's a swing and a miss. Like he's either going to hit a home run or he's going to be struck out.
No.
When he misses the ball still goes over the wall. It just might be a ground roll double. He's getting on base.
Okay. He just bunts and gets a homer out of it. Like
I'm telling you, BioDude would not swing. He would not strike out. There's no way.
I have had a lot of randos reach out to me. So actually, this is a good time for me to put out a message. Like I do
Oh, yeah.
feel if you're reaching out from a burner and you have zero sort of personality on Twitter or anything, like it's very hard for you to get booked. Like if because like
It's
that guy
funny too.
Brandon who was on with Kane, I mean, he will be a disaster in there. Like he's awful. So I think I would say you need to have a pitch. You need to have a pitch, and you need to just sort of be like, if you're coming from complete anonymity, then it's a struggle.
What about
Why don't you use your
MHB?
fucking? Oh,
Oh yeah, MHB would be great, but he's got to listen to the show.
I mean, he's a weird character, but
he is a crazy guy.
I don't think he could go on.
Well, he was just you guys were talking about the stupid list. I mean, he's on it. They debated about him for about an hour this week. Like he could not listen to every show and still be able to roll the punches. I would believe. No.
Yeah. But no, I don't think he can go in because he's like. Yeah, I just don't think he wants to go in. I mean, of course, MHB, that'd be a great person to get
calls in nonstop and is a lunatic on Twitter. He would go in. What are you talking about? That's
right.
Terrible.
MHB is my fucking hero. I love MHB, dude.
You know the story with MHB that, basically I think Murchison was involved with the company he works for, so he had to take a back seat.
How? Really?
Yes, really. Keep up, dickhead. That's why he disappeared. So people like DEC, MHB, all those people, if they come out of the woodwork and want to come on, that'd be great. But I also think, it's nice to have like a regular, like if you've got a regular set of faces going in there, it just makes it a lot easier for the show to have rhythm rather than like you can have randos go in, but I think if you're a rando, you should be reaching out to John and say, "Hey, can I go on Mike and the Minifans?"
Oh, I was just about to bust your balls about the fact that since you've had this, you haven't once used the network to vet these people or to.
Why do you think Brandon was on with Kane, John?
Because Kane asks everybody to go on a show.
No, I put them together. I did think Brandon was slightly better friends with Mayo than. Well, you just can't take me seriously, looking like Trump. Anyway, so I'm super proud of Mama Kay. I think we need more female voices in there. So another shout out: if you identify as a female and would like to go in to the main show, please reach out to me.
What is happening right now? What are you doing? First of all,
I don't know.
10 times better than Mama Kay this week. 10, maybe 100 times better. You were 100 times better. So it's like, Mama Kay.
He's also been there like 15 times before.
Yeah. But it was an outstanding Montante performance this week.
Yeah, I'm not saying Montante can't go in again. I'm just saying let's get some more.
That's what you said, Menners. You texted me on WhatsApp.
Let's get some more eye candy in there.
I like candy.
Like people. I didn't reach out to Lucy Burge. I'm not that dumb. I know she doesn't listen to the show.
I will.
Yeah, please. If you can book her, I'll get her in there for sure. But
I'm trying to think of outside. What would be a? I mean, he wouldn't. Jerry.
Callahan.
Or Jerry. Oh, Jerry. No, he wouldn't do it.
No.
He would. He didn't. Yeah, no one would be happy if that happened. But those shows were always so awkward.
The meta right now is someone who can figure out duos and you need a cast.
I want people really into the show. So, if you're a female, message me. You will jump the queue because let's break this glass ceiling of. No, because I'm convinced. Kirk's issues with women play out more and more every show.
You always say that.
What he said about his mum this week. I mean, what he said
to try to get a girl.
And Menners, what's your? Why are you so obsessed with this? His issue. Women aren't as funny as men. That's just a fact.
Okay, all right. See,
I think
no. When you say, "Oh, here we go," it's a fucking fact.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I think Mama Kay is cooler than most
I know,
Mm-hmm.
and she's an anomaly. I can't say the word. She's an anomaly.
An anomaly. She did get called out though hard for being an interim PD and not a full PD.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Menners has always had a weird heart off of this. Like this is a big gotcha. Like
no, yeah.
No, it's
Menners. How many women do you? How many men?
He wants
listen
them
to the show.
Keep
you as many as I can. To be honest.
Okay, yeah, not many. Shut up. There's a reason for that.
No. I have women on. I have women on my cricket podcast as often as I can. I commentate on women's cricket.
It's not even a critique. I'm just saying.
So I had a lightning bolt moment this week, and I hate to psychoanalyze Kirk, but it's inevitable when you've listened to him for over 10 years, your friends, your fans, all this stuff.
No one cares.
I think the reason so I used to think his issue with, this interesting issue with women was about growing up with, two brothers and a dominating father in a male environment. But now I think it's actually deeper. It's, some resentment at his mum and not protecting him from Peter when he used to be an asshole. So, see, I would be a great therapist. I would be a fucking great therapist. Like,
you're already disqualified. Therapists cannot have nipple rings. They cannot have nipple rings. You got problems of your own, buddy.
I know that for a fact is wrong. Actually, I can give you some ground evidence that that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Hard on the boots on the ground evidence that that's not true.
What?
You know, therapists have nipple rings.
I do.
Oh, they should lose it. They should lose the license.
I really do. Like, that's why I just jumped in there.
Yeah. Anyway, send Mick the link. Send if you want to send Ned Snark the link, please.
I already did that.
Anyway, so yeah, reach out if you're a female. You want to go on. You'll jump the queue. Absolutely. Women have been put down for too long. Women have been put down for too long.
Shut the fuck up. There's a reason why they don't win presidential elections.
I would argue.
What about Blind Mike's daddy?
Kamala?
Blind Mike's daddy. That's a good call. It's some of those. That's where people are missing. People are missing the middle of the pack.
Some vintage.
Some like.
So I guess so, Mike.
Baby.
So that's what. Sorry, I was getting somewhere before. I don't know how much longer we're doing the booking, so that's why I haven't actually started reaching out to more people. Because now, so what I want to do is, regular, like, say 10 or 15 Minifans, and then you have you sprinkle in people, and every now and then you might get
a Mike Montante.
Just cuts out instantaneously, huh?
Dude, I don't like that we don't know when you freeze now, you little sneak.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah. Menners, you should have seen these motherfuckers snapping at me because of the calls last week.
What about the guy who almost died?
What about
the guy who almost died
about being on the list?
Get him in there. He almost fucking died.
Oh, get him in the show? That's a great call. That's a great call. I feel like that. Like if I was in like running the booking, like I would have this weird thing in my heart. Like that guy hasn't been able to like give his piece of the thing, but like some of these guys won't go out and do it. They're like embarrassed because that happened. It doesn't make sense to me.
I also think like Justin and Cullinane could just fucking get in the car and just go interview some people, put some shit up with random people.
Justin will do whatever you tell him to do. Justin's the most loyal person in the world.
What do you mean interview people?
So not everyone has to go into the studio, but you can go and interview them go out there and interview them for the network.
The whole point that they're in there is for Kirk. So you think you've heard producers shows. How good are those? That is a
But it would be better them going on the road and interviewing people, and then you can use clips for the main show. You can react to it.
That behind the Minifan thing was the best thing the producers have done.
Well, there's what two of them.
Look at Montante's lack of imagination there. Like he just broke his brain thinking about actually
nothing broke my brain. I'm just a common sense guy.
Yeah,
common sense guy. It's fucking terrible.
DeGenzo. Let's talk about that.
You should you're on the road all the time. Fucking take your kit with you and just do stuff on the road. Get out there.
You get one of those little Zoom things. That's all he needs, Menners. One of those little Zoom recorders. They're perfect. Yeah. Absolutely. I'll tell you all about it, Mike. I have a question for you.
What?
Go ahead, Menners. You're more important.
No. I'm going off. Your question.
Okay, mine's good. DeGen Zone. Bunch of promotion this week. Love it.
Oh, that was not a good question. All right. That wasn't even a question.
And by the way, I love when he's like, that's not a niche.
Back in my profile.
No, that's pretty niche.
Yeah, I'm putting it back in my profile. It's going back in there. Yeah,
you should make bagger videos.
I'll put original producer of DeGen.
All right, so back to the Menners live show, please.
Okay,
so I enjoyed Mikey Adams' tweet about Mutt today.
Where'd that come from?
What?
I don't know the background. That was a lot
Oh,
of
so Mikey Adams and Mutt did a radio show together. So I think Mutt went in with Mikey at night, and then Mutt went on air and shat all over Mikey one night because Kirk told him to. And I think not long after Mike was fired, and he absolutely hates Mutt. I think that's pretty much the story.
Do you think Mutt's crap? Like he gets into like arguments with guys all the time?
No, you look at it with Eton. Eton could literally,
he's dummying him,
kill his wife, and he'd be like, "I don't hate anybody." It's like, all right, no, he's not that guy.
Dude, that picture Riggles, I think it was posted of Eton. Like I've never seen a guy want to grab by the throat more than that guy. Just like fuck you, dude.
He's a nightmare.
Pre-cut shirt. Sorry, Menners.
Mutt's had a tough week. Like he looks like a broken man. Like actually, the content from that final show was very funny. Kirk stealing Justin's tickets. The whole thing was very, very entertaining. I wish I'd been there. I really wish I'd been there for that final show. And Mutt just, he just looks so depressed now about his choices. That's
why he needs Montante, a bunch of coke.
I know. I told him. By the way, let me set the record straight. I said it earlier. 0 narcotics were taken that day.
Yeah, I love everyone. Well, welcome to my life, dude. I get accused of being a heroin addict. So
people have been making fun of me kicking my fucking foot. Dude, I had before ADHD was in vogue and was cool. I had teachers in middle school, 1st, 2nd grade, call my mom, be like, "The fuck is wrong with this kid? He won't sit still." That's me. That's me 26 years ago. No coke.
Yeah.
That's actually off minimal sleep. I was fired up that day for obvious reasons. No cocaine.
Yeah,
I'm a cocaine guy. No cocaine.
But Montante, I hate to break it. I hate to, burst Kirk's bubble or whatever. But I don't think there'd be many nights before you go into KMS you don't have a couple of drinks.
Of course, and he was like, but a week before that, he's like, wait, so he's planning.
Can you take that comment off? I don't know.
He was planning to come in here and drink night before.
Beyond average, Mick.
What's up, boys? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you're fine.
Yes. Welcome to Menners Live.
Oh, I thought that.
Mick.
What's up?
I'm advising you to just go away now because I think you should save your first return for the main show.
Anything fucking crazy.
How about that? I'm advising you to shut up. I'm not going to say anything.
He saved the first return for Luke McKay. Got it out of the system. Fine, baby. I'm so excited for Mick to be back. It's about time. I'm fucking reckoning.
Thanks, John.
Mick, wasn't I extremely professional and communicative booking you? Like, very diligent on top of things.
Such an asshole.
You were. No, listen. I'll give Menners credit. He's been on top of it, and he's been very professional. He also reached out to Beyond Average Christian, which I thought was very interesting. He was trying to get Christian on the show. Yeah, he was ready to.
Christian and Mick
that's
dynamic.
That's not a bad instinct. That's not bad.
I can't blame him for that because I got so into your podcast when you guys did like 6 of them for the network, and then when you guys stopped, I was like,
John, shut up. Shut up, John. Of course, I don't want Christian in there, but I'm hoping he tells Mick and Mick gets pissed off and he goes in.
I know.
I thought you were trying to get them in together. Okay, well, never mind. Not good. It's like
you want to do
this is what happened though, Menners. This is seriously what happened. You listened to the show and you hadn't listened to a certain part of it yet. And you asked me to go in and I had heard that part already. And I'm like, oh, they're really just booked for next week. I didn't think really nothing of it. And then you heard the show and you're like, oh, he wants him in there for next week. Between you tweeting out that and, you hearing the show, Kirk had texted me and been like, hey, do you want to just come in Monday instead? So initially he texted me before you booked me for Monday, but you were going about it the right way. I'll give you credit.
I actually heard Beyond Average when you said you're ready to go back in, and I reached out to the boss straight away and said, "Do you want this guy in?"
So you're on top of it.
His first reaction was, he wasn't sure yet. So that's why
it just says delivered.
Anyway, so Mick, we're all excited that you're going in on Monday.
Thanks, Menners.
I
have a question for him.
Where are you with Justin?
We're going to save it for the show, right, Menners? That's all.
Wait, how do you go get out of here right?
Ladies?
How do you go get out of here right now? And then
Montage, shut up.
No, Menners. That's what's so fucking stupid about you.
I gave him a chance, didn't I?
Say too much.
I gave him a chance, and now
I want the story. Now I want the story.
Trying
to snake me. Menners, what's your story? Last question. What do you got?
No. We can talk about this now because we're both single men, and I think we're both, I want to talk about chicken fry. So
No. All right, Menners. We're gonna save everything for the show, okay?
all right. Well, it's good. You fuck off then, because I'm not going to do a show. Exactly. Now we can talk about chicken fry. I was right from the beginning.
He just stepped on you like a bug. That
No, he
dude,
didn't.
That 30 pounds he gained, he just threw that belly on you.
Right on you.
Right on
Absolutely
your
not
face,
true.
man.
I said to him, "Go away," because I didn't want him to spoil his appearance.
You're lucky you said that. That's the only escape you have now. Very political of you, but you just got fucking belly flop, dude.
Of course, I'm smart. And what else can we talk about? If you can't talk about anything, you should go away.
I saw when I was leaving, Chicken Fry was circling looking for a parking spot. Actually, my first initial thought, I know she makes a lot of money. I was like, damn, she's driving like a high school girl's car, like when she had college in the back. I was like, that's weird. I thought she might have splurged. And then when you listen to the thing, she had a nice car and got taken back. So I was like, oh, that makes sense.
There's something.
All right, so I watched. I have no history with Chicken Fry, none at all.
Surprising.
Like I don't even know.
Right.
No, I don't. I really don't. But because it was recorded in the KMS studio, I thought I need to listen to this, and I also wanted to hear this dirt with whatever his name is. What's his Zach
Bryan.
So I've got to say the Wounded Swan thing is very attractive. Like, her whole damaged goods thing, very attractive.
How sick in the head you both are? What?
No, it's not that I want it, but
you have to understand, Menners is in a
you agreed with him. What do you don't put this on Menners? You're there too.
With that, Menners is in a different spot than me. I understand you have a problem with what I said.
The fact that she's mentally abused in the head.
I said the Wounded Swan. The Wounded Swan thing's very attractive.
Okay. So if it's not what I meant, then how do you explain a wounded swan?
And
Go
she's
ahead.
also no.
How do you explain that?
What?
What's a wounded? What do you mean by wounded
How do you
swan?
want a girl that just
Wounded Swan? Like she's, let me finish then. Like
no. What does wounded swan mean?
Yeah, so she was let me say it, she was very good at talking about
You're
sort
just
of the
quite literally not saying it.
What?
What do you mean by wounded swan? Say exactly. Say the description of wounded swan, you creep.
I just think the way she was able to talk about it was very good.
I appreciate your level of deflection. Go ahead. Continue.
No, but it's true. It's true. Like I thought she was very, like as I said, I haven't heard her on anything else. I didn't even know. Like, did she do Chicks in the Office? Is that her?
No.
Okay, so I thought she was on Chicks in the Office.
She had like her own tour where she toured around the country and just got fucked up. It's quite a life she lived.
Yeah. So
I
really don't know her. So this is she was very good at talking about this experience. So yeah.
Oh, man,
her not taking 12 million is, I mean, good for her. Like that is.
Yeah, but you have to think though. Like, would you ever sign an NDA? Like, let anyone ever tell you that you can't? Yeah, I would take $12 million.
$12 million.
I'd be like,
I would not only would I take it, I'd say Zach's the nicest guy I ever met. It's my fault the relationship.
Yeah, he let me go on stage.
12 million.
Did you get the new Zach Bryan track?
Forget it.
Yeah, dude, $12 million I'd be
a lot of money. By the way, you can continue to work at Barstool. You just can't talk about that. Date someone else who's famous.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Crazy. But respectable as all hell.
I don't even know, dude. See, that's where it's like, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck respect then. Fuck you, Well, if you can offer that just shows you're a piece of shit. You might as well make that person be a piece of shit. And then just go and talk about them all the time. Fuck it.
How much so if he's offering her if he's offering her 12 million and they commented that in the past that they alluded to him paying other women off. How much money has this guy paid off in the hush money?
This guy,
how much money has he made to where he can pay $20 million, whatever the hell it is?
He got a record company that has was either made by lawyers or started by just the way this whole thing went down. Whoever represents him is a lawyer. Like they're a straight. They know exactly what they're, and they're like scum. This is how these people. This is why this dude is able to offer 12 million because of shit like that, dude.
Well, so a couple of things. Firstly, why is she called chicken fry? Is that what's
Well,
that
she got
come
famous
from?
for the Burger King has a 12-piece chicken fries, $8 by the way, crazy. She likes chicken fries, and it was like kind of some quirky thing that kind of caught on, and now that she's getting more and more popular, she's trying to drop the name sneakily.
Right.
Well, she's like made
So
it
I
now.
think
Like,
this is
for
good.
it.
Well, I think
Go
her not taking the money is going to make her career. Like, we saw the press it got. I think she's done the right thing. She's never going to have to worry. I think she's going to have a huge
She's
career
on
now.
the Oprah Winfrey, Alex Cooper path now.
Yeah,
She
maybe.
like, that validated she can walk down that road just as easy as either one of those two did. Like
I'm
this
just curious.
right here.
Yeah, how and what the crux of it was though was that why she got offered that money was they have video of him freaking out that night when she went to
He's a
bed.
piece of shit, dude. Karma's just saying like there's a bunch of like women who said he was abusive and all this stuff. So like you could tell.
Absolutely.
But
But
they couldn't. So there you go. Yeah, Carm said they couldn't say it. They signed the NDAs. They don't have fucking the opportunity to turn down 12 million.
Was she posting a lot about their relationship when they were together? Like, was she sharing a lot during?
That's not my lane. I have no idea.
I don't think so. Like, no, like there's I think a point here where like he did something fucked up and he's making sure she doesn't go. She's a podcaster. Like she could easily go and ruin this guy's career. Like
I really hope her and Mick connect. I hope her and Mick connect because Mick's wounded. She's been through an ordeal. I think they'd be a really good couple.
This wounded thing with you is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Maybe, yeah. Is it because you're little?
She's nice and vulnerable. Mick can take advantage. Like, all right, dude, relax.
No. Actually, you know what? You're missing too. What it is the openness. Like, she's being very, she's sharing, some of her deeper stuff, and that brings you closer to them. What?
That's a weird way in. That's a strange door.
It's like when Kirk would go on and talk about his, suicide stuff. Like
maybe Mick should take her out, slip a Mick in her drink, and really escalate things, right, man?
My little buddy, that is called validation. What you just did.
What?
It's like Kirk and his suicide takes.
But okay. When he would go on and talk about his mental health struggles, it brought the audience closer.
I wouldn't. All right, fair enough.
Well, of course it does.
I don't like that shit. I don't give a fuck about that stuff.
Yeah, being vulnerable. I mean,
kill myself.
Look, you guys obviously can't really, you're very narrow-minded. So I expect that from what's on tape.
He's always trying to get pussy, dude.
What are you talking about?
In the creepiest ways, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Come here, I'll rub your back.
She went on and opened her heart, opened her soul up. Did you hear that comment where she said, "Oh, I'm gonna," when she said she was gonna cry, and Portnoy said, "Oh, in Minifans."
You're breaking up. Know what I loved about her?
What a terrible place to break.
Yeah, what a terrible spot. Know what I loved about it is seeing like a little tiny like hot girl sitting in the seats. That I've seen giant Minifans. You see like how big Minifans are when you see a person like that sitting in those chairs.
Yeah. I think
you also see how gross the studio is.
Yeah. Oh, dude, those
really needs
to be iron still, like since the day they took them out of the Walmart. But like, I like steam the like you're on a podcast, like that's now Brianna Chicken Fry has. Well, I don't know. That kind of is the point, though, right? You always say that.
I can't imagine Kirk doing that show from like a Joe Rogan-esque studio where everything actually looks good and things make sense. That would actually make no sense.
But even that, like that, that studio, it's not that it's like, I'm not saying let's set design it and put fucking neon lights and stuff. I'm saying like maybe just like make sure Kirk's desk doesn't tilt and lean because it's broken.
Yeah, but that's character. Yeah. By the way, he admitted this week that he might have been a little rash and he rushed to the point of looking for a new place. Like if he could take that one back, he would.
Yeah. He's like, call up that lady again. Yeah.
I think what they're going to have to do is, usually when you leave a property, you have to restore it to the way it was. So, Steve built that little producer room.
Oh,
there's
that's
the
a
glass
great
there.
point.
So someone's going to have to take all that out. So I'm suggesting what they should do is instead of spending money on a builder, just to take it out, stay there and do this studio up. Like get it painted, get nice curtains, get actual proper sound
you
things.
give me that would be a dream to be able to like, here's 10 grand, like make the studio look good. Oh, that'd be so fun. I love doing that shit.
But I think they're going to move. My gut feeling is they're going to move. But it's going to, maybe Kirk doesn't care. I mean, if he's getting 650 large a year, if he has to spend 50 grand on a move, he probably doesn't care.
Is that what he said? He said he makes 150K?
Him
No,
dropping
650K.
650K.
Oh, I was going to say 150 is.
Yeah, him dropping that and the dick line this week was just alpha.
650 is a lot of coin.
That's a lot.
Well,
yeah.
Well, you pay two producers like $20K each.
Yeah, like your next
600K
generation is making a good. Your next generation is making a good income right now because
how much do you think Steve was making? Probably was he making like 120?
Yeah, 120, like 125, I think.
Yeah,
that's why when the producer job first opened, I was like 100,000.
Yeah, split between those two guys, that's still okay money. But yeah, Steve was making a killing.
Like to do that for 50K and not have to do what Steve did, which is crazy what Steve had to do.
Makes sense. If you live in the area, it makes sense.
Yeah. No, Steve wouldn't have done that job for less than that. And you can easily find guys like that you could split that up too.
I'd be very curious. None of my business. I'd be curious to know how much Steve makes now doing the main wire. You can tell me 50,000. I'd be like, that makes sense. You can tell me 200,000. Like, okay.
He probably gets a good 65 grand from that company or for that company from the government. Just like I know kids who have like a magazine, it's a trash rag magazine, and they get like 25K from the government just because you're writing fucking news.
Does Kurt get paid 650 and then pay everyone from that?
Yeah.
He always says it comes in.
Businesses run out of that though.
That's what he says. He's upfront with that.
Yeah. Okay. I hate talking numbers, but he did bring it up, and his dick's
I want to change
hanging out.
Tactic here quickly. That car park job from Cullinane was just gross. Like I said on Twitter, it was almost as bad as Coleman leaving Ted stranded in Watertown. Maybe that's overstated.
No, I think you undersold that. I would say it is worse.
Okay.
No, yeah, definitely. It's not worse. It's even playing fields because we're talking about leaving a handicapped kid at a restaurant and a park job. But I would say they're
treat them like everybody else. If you park like that, you have no regard for everyday like decency. Society cannot exist with people like that.
Coleman's excuse treats them like everybody else. It's like, oh, so you just treat everybody else like shit too.
Hey, it's equality. That's what we want, right?
That park job might as well have been done by the devil himself. If I could draw somebody who can't park, I would draw a picture of Dave Cullinane.
Hey, do you think that's why he wasn't there today?
No, he's never there on Fridays. He's there. Yeah, no, he's been in there once the last 4 Fridays.
Dave, I have to respect this about Dave. He doesn't let anybody push him around anymore now. He must have been like, I do it this many times a week because
it's almost like I negotiated Dave's contract.
That's true.
Not actually. Let him dick around on the side and it'll show up every once in a while.
Well, that's like as long as you tell a guy like Cullinane, like, oh, you could do whatever you want other than this. That's it. Like that's all you need to do.
I still don't know what else he does on the side.
Yeah. Well, like I can argue that about myself. So, it's like 100 different thousand things that make barely anything. But you add it all together, it's just about
it's almost, isn't it almost a fireable offense? Like he's going to a work event. Like Coleman was going to a work event and he got fired. Like, I mean, I don't think you could fire him for parking badly. But
really? Almost. You don't think so, Menners?
I think it's almost.
How about Kirk saying this? I think that was this week. He thinks we're going to see Coleman back into the world soon.
No, Coleman is gonzo.
You think? Well, I just think he just like hated the Minifans. He's just like, I hate these people.
He used KMS as a vessel back into Barstool. It was a very transactional thing on both sides.
So you think it's going to be a Barstool thing? He'll go back to Barstool.
Yeah, and eventually he's not going to be like Mutt. if he can't get back in the Barstool, he's gonna have to take a real job elsewhere, and then he's gone. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I like Coleman.
Nothing wrong with that.
He did just stand up and quit at one point, though, so you have to understand, like, people are gonna give him shit. Menners, you have been on a call-in show all night, haven't taken one call. How about we open the lines?
All right, yeah, and then we'll end this. I've had enough.
Fuck you.
No, you guys don't understand the whole chicken fried.
Take your wig off and have some fun.
Such squares, such idiots.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's nice and vulnerable and depressed. What a great time to try to fuck her. Yeah. We're the bad guys.
I didn't say that. You've interpreted that.
No, you did say that. When I
said someone being vulnerable. No, that's fine. Whatever.
No, it's okay. The guy with the 5 foot guy with the nipple rings is not a creep. Okay.
You have to look inward.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying from a place of love, Menners.
Yeah. I'm happy you brought up the fact that legal weed is gay. I'm so happy.
Oh, legal weed cannot be gay. I've seen two men fucking each other. It was less gay than that.
I'm all the way.
Legal weed is so gay.
I'm all the way to the point where illegal drugs are gay. Even all of them. Even all of them.
Yeah, no, I would agree. 100%.
Yeah. Now let's get into the muck, like even down to fucking Adderall, Percocet, all of them.
I want in to one of those places, and it's just like hey, let's take a used car sales. Hey, bro, like, what are you looking to do? I'm like, get away from me.
As if I needed to like combine like the feeling you get when you're buying like a bowl and like, I don't know, like going to Starbucks. Like that's what they try to combine.
A billion percent.
Starbucks. It's so weird. It's so weird.
So gay.
Yeah. I'm saying all this too, by the way. I've never been in one.
I've been in one twice.
Yeah, I've never been in. We have the medical ones here, so you can't get in. Call on in. It's 844. I should I'm not gonna say the number. No one cares. And
844-906-3800.
844. Menners, we did this last week without you, I think, right? We tried to do it at least.
I might have watched a bit of it.
Yeah.
That was all right. You're doing good, you know.
You see me fix the calls in the middle of it, though? Shout out Kane.
Yeah, that's how embarrassing.
Shout out Kane. Yeah. So, yeah, I reset the board, but it's all fixed now. It's tough. You have to get, here we go. 978. Can you imagine if we didn't get any calls? That would stink. Go ahead, 978.
It'd be fitting.
Oh, I'm not surprised considering.
Yep. Menners, what's so attractive about abused women? I mean, that's fucked up.
Thank you.
It's not just me.
Dude, you should even call back in from another number. I'm happy you're concerned. I think you should be doubly concerned, and we'll take a call just the same.
Why would you hang up on me? I mean, why would you just answer the question?
No. It's not the abuse bit. She's an attractive woman. I mean, her vulnerability.
Who happens to be beaten down mentally, and she's vulnerable. Right,
No. It's you guys don't get it. It's fine.
No, we get it. That's why we're concerned.
But, this is my first experience with her. So she anyway.
Well, thank God you're 1,000 miles away.
Nothing is attractive about abused women.
Oh, okay. I agree. But I don't think you feel that way.
What else you got?
Nothing. That's about it. I just
that's a good. I would. Yeah.
It's a fair take. It's a fair take.
I'm happy to answer the questions.
Okay,
go ahead. Call. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to answer this question then?
Which question?
What do you find attractive about bitches that got beat up?
Nothing.
Now you're just lying to us. That's somehow worse.
Yep.
Menners, it's Dawn, baby. It's Dawn. I'm in your head. You know I'm in your head.
Dawn?
Oh, it's Dawn the jeweler.
You know I'm in your head.
Is this Dawn? That's
crazy. I don't know anything about Dawn the jeweler. He's not selling.
He's a talker now.
No one's in my head, but I appreciate you.
Only thing that's in that head is a wig.
Lately, I have no animosity to. I love all the Minifans. Don't get me wrong. I can be say mean things, but
I know. Here we go.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Montante, Love you
guys.
too.
I
Bye.
thought it was
That's
Kane.
it's not Don the Jeweler. Thank you. Yeah.
It 100%
Not
is
saying
Don
no, it's
the
not Don the Jeweler.
It might have been Kane. He was in the spaces. He's talking in the spaces. I'm telling you, the spaces are the meta right now.
Does he say, oh, okay, was that Don then? You've heard his voice before.
Yeah. I think we've seen him. We put his picture on.
awesome.
Really?
I think someone put his picture on
So
Twitter.
it's
Someone
not like
sent me his picture.
Ziggy and Red and like a few people.
That's
Actually,
very
yeah.
respectable for you calling Ziggy by his Twitter name.
Yeah. No, Don the Jeweler,
didn't say the J
he's
word.
not revealing who he is, but he is at least talking, and I love that about him.
Menners, you didn't say the J word.
I know. I don't
True.
want to upset him.
That's
Dude, Ziggy got that little tail rub from Kirk saying he does stuff behind the scenes, and Ziggy's out there tweeting like a storm.
Yeah, that's what makes me think he's Don.
He's got swag.
Because I know he loves a burner account, and
Yeah. Who do you think he is? You think he's Don?
Yeah, I think he's Don, but with a couple of other people.
Don's a straight roller. Like, I know he's not anyone that's been around a while, because he asked this year if you have to, like, are people paying for votes in the bracket? That's when you know it's not someone that's been around. It's like, yeah, dude, they are. They are paying for votes. Let me look at the calls.
Any more callers?
No. I feel like I was saying something right before the caller too.
I got 10 minutes and I'm off to sleepy time. I got early time. I'm a tired man.
We've gone long.
Yeah.
Did you
give the calls a few more minutes?
I
guess that's it. RIP Mike and the Minifans. It's not happening anymore on Friday nights. They wave the white flag.
I would agree with Menners here. Like, unless there's a serious plan, Menners, to rejuvenate it and have an actual scheduled plan. Right now, they've just been kind of putting things together last second.
Unless you need to find a new production team. You need a new producer.
I'm sorry. The production team you gave me abandoned me, Menners.
I didn't give you anything. You stole it.
Menners,
you stole
no one took more credit.
Joe wouldn't go because you stole the show. So
I stole the show. What are you talking about? She worked for us after that. You appointed
no,
me.
really.
And you took more credit than they did for the work they did.
No, that's not true.
It's
Anyway,
100%
John,
true.
I just think wave the white flag. Maybe just take a break for a month and regroup and,
Listen, all I'm
relaunch.
saying is you better be treating Kane good, because he's the only thing. It should be the Kane network at this point, buddy.
It's just both networks are dead. I mean,
both networks aren't dead.
They might be.
No, but the fact is, listen, we've gone into a cold spell where it's like nothing's going up on the network. Trust me.
There's one man who should be putting his time and effort, if he wanted to, in the Mike and the Minifans.
Who? BA.
Mick.
Oh, Mick. Well,
if a rejuvenated Mick doing that would be good.
And Fax knows, like, if Mick said yes to hosting, like, I asked Mick to host way before I asked BA to host. Like, I asked Mick to host before BA to host. So,
well, BA would host, but you guys are out here fucking doxing him for sport.
Yeah,
that's not why. He hasn't been around for months.
No, that was a personal decision. Then it got doxed.
Yeah,
and Johnston
I just think
crazy.
Yeah, I just think take a break, regroup, think about it.
Okay, guys,
maybe
that's just what I'll do.
It's okay. That's fine.
You should, first of all, Menners, be kissing my toes for letting you on, which is Mike and the Minifans right now. It's because of me that Menors Live lives.
John.
It's because of Mike and the Minifans that Menors Live still lives.
You're very defensive. Like, I'm not saying you do bad. You do everything bad.
Me. It's me. It's me.
He does a lot of things poorly.
What's that?
Mike and the Minifans is not easy. I'm not.
There's been so shit.
You've been very defensive.
No, trust me. I told Fax he would be fired as fuck earlier. It's like this is 2 weeks in a row. There's really hasn't been a show, Fax. But it's not really. It wasn't his responsibility until our fucking team left us.
Do we have any calls?
No.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go fall asleep on the couch watch Iowa football, which is how I'm gonna do it.
So Montante, good luck hiring the car.
Good luck. What?
Renting the car.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck finding some vulnerable women to get on top of it.
Absolutely. I will try my best.
Yeah, bud.
All right. John, you have a great time. I'll do my thank you, Timothy Rees. Thank you, Graves. Thank you, Patriot Stink again. Thank you, Patrick Crowley. Thank you, Don the Jeweler. Thank you, Timothy Fax. Keep
maybe
going.
next
Thank you,
week
Freddie Lynn.
Maybe next week we'll talk about how we work. The two networks are at this point need to just start working together.
Maybe, yeah. Thank you, Mikey Grab Bags. Thank you, Kevin Bart. Thank you, Rhett Winter. Thank you, David. Thank you, Beyond Average Mick, for your appearance. Thank you, Johnny Moran. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. You can play the music whenever. Thank you, people.
Ave Maria. All right, bye.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. What Prescott? It's Late Night with Mad Menners. I'm your host. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Menners till midnight. I will be taking your calls. I am also still alive. I haven't been fucked to death by the while. So stick it up your ass, Steve. It's really good to see someone while we're all on lockdown. That's it. It's always sort of been there. The women's game, but it's been ignored. So fucking scared. I mean, look at Steve Robinson. Since he talked about his parents in the first episode, he basically lied since then because he's too afraid. He doesn't have the guts that Kirk has.